Chanter players. In this video we're going to talk you through the first line of the Day Thou Gavest. Okay, so if you'll get our music out, looking at the first line, our first note is low A. So low A is all the holes covered apart from the pinky, the bottom hand pinky. Okay, so that gets you your low A. The next note F is played by raising the second and third finger of your top hand, so that brings you up to F. Dum ba. So low A, F, and then we move up one more note to high G by lifting the next finger off, and then we're back down to F again by placing the top finger back on again. So practicing those four notes from low A. Okay, so I'll just change the angle slightly for you. Okay, simple as that. Okay, now the next note that we're going to after that is high A. So to get high A, we need to take our finger, top finger off, and our thumb off together, and we place the third finger of the top hand back on the chanter again, and that gets us into our high A position. So from F to high A. And then we need to return to F again, which is the next note. So it's finger and thumb back on together, and the third finger back off again. So from the F to the high A, back to F again. So practice those three notes. Okay, so F, high A, F, and then to get down to E, all we need to do is drop the middle finger down, and that brings us to the E position. Okay, so that completes the first two bars of the first line. So from the very beginning, putting that all together, from the low A, after 2, 1, 2. Okay, so that, if you just practice those two bars together until you're confident with that, and then we're ready to move on to the third bar. So the third bar starts on D. So D, all the top hand fingers are on, and the pinky is on the very bottom hole, and the next three fingers are off. So we've got the D position there. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So from the D, we're going to go back to E. So we need to raise the E finger up, the third finger up, yeah. And at the same time, we need to swap our bottom hand over. So the three fingers go down, and the pinky comes up. So D to E. So we need to be careful to time it so that the fingers are all moving together. If your bottom hand moves too early, you end up getting what we call a crossing noise. So that was, I'll demonstrate. So you can hear that short low A sound in the middle. Okay, and that's just happening because we're placing the bottom hand down before we lift our E finger up. So we need to time it so that the fingers all move together so that the change is smooth and clean. Okay. So from the D, we go to E. So practice that change on its own, because that's a little bit trickier than the others. And then after E, we're going to move down to B. So to get to B, we need to raise the B finger up. That's the second finger of the bottom hand. That comes up, and at the same time, the E finger goes down. Okay, so if we put the three notes together, for the third bar it's D, E, B. Okay, so I'm going to show you that from the other angle. Okay, so practice those three notes until the changes are nice and smooth and clean. Okay, and then the last bar starts on D. So remember, D was pinky down, next three fingers up, and then we're going to drop from D down to C by placing our pointing finger down on the hole. So we've got our C position then, and then we're going to do the seesaw to go back down to B. So raising our pinky up at the same time as placing our middle finger back in the chanter to get us our B. So D, C, and B. Okay, so you practice that, and then once you're confident with the third bar on its own and then the fourth bar on its own, then try putting the two bars together. So I'll do that, demonstrate from the D. I'll do that one more time after two this time. 1, 2. Okay, so once you've got the first two bars up together, confident, third and fourth bars, confident together, then you can work on joining the whole line together to give you the first line of the day thou gavest. So here we go. 1, 2. Okay, so good luck with that, and we will see you in your next lesson to see how you're getting on.